season not only ushers in long days at the stores, but also means lots of holiday parties, which means police are out in full force looking for possible drunk drivers. Joining me now are Mark Anidjar and Glenn Levine from the law offices of Anidjar and Levine to remind us all of something we should already know, and that, of course, is do not drink and drive. Couldn't be more clear, right, guys?
No, I think it's pretty much common sense and ingrained in our head, and everyone should follow and listen to that little voice inside that says don't do it, you know. And I think the best way to prevent, you know, getting behind the wheel when you're intoxicated is, you know, plan ahead. You know, if you know you're going to a party or if you know you're going to a dinner and there's going to be drinks being served, you know, make sure that you make your plans in advance, because sometimes the decisions that you make when you already had a few too many aren't the best decisions, right? And I think something that you probably wouldn't do had you not had a couple of drinks, all of a sudden you get behind the wheel and you're like, I think I'm fine, and then you go behind the wheel and God forbid something happens, and then it's a whole other type of problem.
Well, I know among my circle of friends, and probably a lot of yours too, is you always have a designated driver.
Right, that's part of planning ahead, and either have a designated driver. If you find that you're too drunk when you are at a party, call a friend, call a family, call a taxi. The cost or the expense you're going to have by hiring a taxi is a lot less than if you need to hire us for you get arrested for drunk driving, or God forbid you cause an accident.
And these days, particularly if you've been out, say, where the Dolphin meets the Palmetto, there are workers out in the roads at all hours because of the construction here in town. It is omnipotent. This is the time when you really, if you're hosting a party, to say, no, you've had too much. Let protocol go by the wayside, or niceness.
It's always going to be cheaper to get your car towed, take a cab, or make other arrangements than, God forbid, if you kill somebody. If you kill somebody, the repercussions, you know, your life is in the trash, essentially.
Right.
So you always want to think ahead. You know, we try to raise awareness. We sponsor Mother Against Drunk Driving, a 5K run in Fort Lauderdale that we do to try to promote that idea of think ahead, make the planning in advance, and that's usually the best way to make that happen.
So for more information, call 800-747-FREE. That's 800-747-3733, or go to southfloridainjurylaw.com. And remember, you can catch Legal Playbook Fridays on 6 in the Mix.
Legal Playbook is sponsored by the law offices of Anidjar and Levine.